Hello everyone, I hope you're doing alright. So today I'm going to show you real quick how I've implemented my dash animation into my game, into Morse Negata. It looks kind of like this when you are I'm pressing the Alt key. And as you can see, it's dashing in any direction the character is facing. And for my use case, I've implemented also a cooldown for the animation so you cannot spam it. And I will going to show you this as well. So yeah, let's get to it straight away and let's see how this is done. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is to actually have an animation. I have this dash animation, which does this. Okay, the first thing that we have to do is to create an animation montage out of this animation. And again, the most important thing is that you are going to the animation. You are going to search for root here, and you must enable root motion. And what this basically does is that it allows the animation to control your character movement. Without this, it won't work. So be sure you are checking that. And now if we're searching in our content folder, we are going to search for the IMC default. So this is the thing that makes your input, such as keyboard, work. And right here you have some mappings where we already have the jump, move, and look. We are going to add one more in here. Let's save this. And before that, what you need to do is very important, to create a new and an input. Let's call an input action IA. Let's name it IA dash, for example. And let's go inside. Here it's really important to select the triggers, and for the trigger to select the pressed trigger. We are going to save. And what this essentially does is that when you are pressing the keyboard, so you have the keyboard, when you are pressing a button, this is when the event is happening. So not while holding the button, but only when you are pressing it and releasing it instantly. So nice. Okay, now in the IMC default again, we are going to go to the mappings. We are going to select the IA dash, and here we must define a key. So for example, for my case, I will use the C key. So when I'm pressing C, I'm going to dash. We are going to save this. Now we are going into the beep third person character. So in order for this to work, we are going to select the IA dash. We are going to search for this. We are going to get the enhanced input action. And what this essentially does, when this is triggered, we are going to press to print a string. Let's call it dash, and let's compile. Now if we play, if you press C on the keyboard, you can see dash. Nice. Going back, what we want to do now is to actually play the animation when we are dashing. So to do that, we are going to remove the print string, and essentially we are going to play a montage. Play animation montage, and the animation montage that we want to play is montage. Let's compile, let's save, and let's play. Now if you see, nothing is happening. And why is that? We now need to do something. So when we are essentially dashing, so what you want to say by that, so play montage. Let's play the montage again. Okay, yeah. So before I was choosing the wrong node, you must choose this, the play animate montage. You click the anim montage and you select the one, and you can see now that the animation is playing. Nice. The thing is that now we can dash continuously without any cooldown, so let's add that. Let's add a cooldown so we cannot dash continuously. And in order to do that, we are going to create a variable called isDashing, which is a boolean. It is really important to be a boolean. And what this does is basically we're going to branch out of here, and we are checking this condition, this boolean, so that if the is dashing is false, so if we are not dashing, then we are going to dash, so set is dashing to true. So now basically we are going to dash, and we are going to link this back to the animation montage. And now if you are trying to press C while playing, you can see that you are dashing for the first time, but if you press C again, nothing is happening, and that's because we are setting dashing to true and never resetting it. So we need to reset it. And the thing that I did in my game in Morse Negata was that I created a delay, and this delay is going to fire when after the keyboard press event has completed. And here you put a delay, let's say 3 seconds, and after this is complete, you must set this dashing to false, so you can dash again. You basically resetted it. Now if you press compile, you press C, we cannot dash now, but if we wait for 3 seconds, we can dash again. So basically it's essentially working. Now what we want to do more, to be more accurate about that, we are going to promote this duration to a variable, and this is going to be called the dash cooldown. We are going to compile, and for the default I'm going to assign 2 seconds. So basically now you can parameterize it, so you can choose whatever the value you want here. Nice, this is real nice already. So we are going to compile, and let's see what happens. So we are going to press C, and now 2 seconds, we are going to press C again, and now this is working, and it's dashing in the direction that you want, in the direction that the character is looking. So yeah, so this is how I implemented dash in my game in Morse Negata, the Last Wielder. And this is going to be covered into the devlog for this week. Also, I'm going to make a video about rolling, because this is very important, kind of dodge rolling into a game. I'm going to cover this in the next video as well. And until next time, see you there and have a good day. Bye bye.